All right, welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to be going over the search query performance tracker. If hopefully you're coming from the metrics tracker tool setup and you got that rolling. If not, definitely hit us up in the chat widget and we can make sure you've got that set up properly. But now we're going to go over to the search query performance tracker. You can see this one has not been set up yet. You're going to want to make sure you have the extension downloaded and logged into Seller Central. If you, again, went through the metrics tracker, then this screen here should become very familiar with you. It's essentially all of the tasks that you have currently set up. And again, this was from the initial metrics onboarding where we set up 7-day daily reports. In this video, we're going to be setting up a search query performance and a search query details task. So it's basically, once you understand how this system works, all of these kind of work the exact same way. But what's nice is now that we have our metrics tracker tool set up, we can go in and make sure we've got the right products that we want to track through the search query performance tracker. The other video you might want to check out is the keyword tracker video. All three of these tools kind of work together and share data back and forth. So actually, I'm going to hop over and grab my ASINs from there. So I'm going to go over to keyword tracker. All right, so I'm going to click on search query performance, and I'm going to actually set this up as a task so it runs weekly. So I'll click on that, add new task. I'm going to give this a name. I'm just going to call it SQP Weekly. All right, if you have multiple brands and accounts, you might want to do like underscore that brand name. So task runtime, this is not as important as the others because search query performance weekly data, it gets updated typically by Tuesday of each week. So I recommend running these on Wednesdays, and the time is kind of irrelevant. So I'll just pick like 8 a.m. in the morning. So change that. All right, now the marketplace URL, you want to make sure, depending on the marketplace Seller Central domain, you grab the right one. So this one's like a German marketplace, so you want to make sure all of that matches. Hit get accounts, make sure you have the correct account selected. All right, and the correct marketplace, and then you can add prefixes, suffixes. This is just for the file name. Some users like to save a copy to their Chrome downloads folder as this tool runs. I'm going to set it up so it doesn't do that, but that's helpful sometimes if you do that. So here's where I'm going to copy my ASINs in. I'm just going to copy them from my keyword tracker here. All right, so we've got those in. Now you can do just specific keywords. I typically don't do it for this. This is going to pull in all 100 for each of these ASINs every week. You do want to choose append to all for this use case, and I'm going to click Wednesday, and you can see there's a note down there as well. All right, and then to upload it to SkuHero, just make sure you click on that and choose the correct brand profile and hit Save Task. So once you've done that, it's going to actually save the task in this specific tool. But if we go back to the task dashboard, you'll also see it here. Similarly, in our last video, we ran this kind of one-time downloader to import all of this data. In this example, I'm just going to click on this to just run this task because we've actually already ran it for everything else. So I'm just going to click on Run Now and hit Run. All right, so that finished. Now I can basically come into my SQP tracker. I'm going to come in here and hit refresh, and you should see at least that week in there. Now, if we want to go back and import historical data, just go ahead and open back up the on-demand downloader, and we can do a quick bulk import. I'm going to use the data here from our task to quickly populate this. So we got our marketplace. Make sure you choose the correct account and market. Grab your ASINs. All right, I don't use this for the search query performance report. I do it for the search query details, so I'll show you that here in a minute. For the weeks, we've already got the week 17. I'll go ahead and grab this so we at least have a month's worth. All right, and then for this, just make sure you have the right profile. Make sure you don't, when you click out of this, click back onto here, it'll toggle it back off. So just click down there. All right, I'm gonna hit download files, and this will do a quick bulk import into SkuHero for all of this data. All right, so it's done. It's asking me where to save the file. I'm just gonna close out of that. I don't really care about that. I'm gonna come up and refresh my SkuHero now, and you'll see we've got all 4 weeks here. We've got all the data for all our ASINs. Now let's work on the search query details, because this is where it really gets good. What I would recommend you do at this point is do a bit of recon on the keywords you care mostly about, because search query details is very resource intensive. You're going to want to only do this for the ones that are kind of your top keywords. By default, it's going to be set to all weeks, so it aggregates all your search query data, and then it'll toggle it to sort by your ASIN purchases. So that's a good place to start. Also, if you have the keyword tracker set up, there'll be a KT for the tags set, so you can quickly filter if you want to only show those. Just quickly filter like that. So that might be kind of your filtered list. You can see there's 72 or so there keywords. Otherwise, you'd want to go through, for this demo, I'm just going to choose like 10 of them or 9 of them. So we've got those. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave that so I can quickly copy it. We'll hop back over here. So the exact same way we set up the search query performance task, we're going to do that for search query details. The only difference is we're going to add a keyword filter. So open task manager, add task. For task name, just SQD weekly task runtime. I put it around the same time as your other one for search query performance. And then I've got the ASINs here. I'm going to paste those in first and then go up, grab that. You get the right account, right marketplace. All right, so here's where the keywords filter comes into play for the search query details. You want to make sure you've gone through and figured out the keywords that you want to pull this extra data in. It doesn't really make sense to pull it in for search query performance keywords where you're like getting no orders or there's hardly any search volume. So do a little bit of research there. I'm going to go ahead and grab these 9. I'm going to hit copy and I'm going to paste them right here. So those are my keywords. You can also use this minimum purchase filter as another way to kind of streamline it a bit, but I typically just like to put in the keywords I care about. All right, and then for the task, you're going to do the same day as the search query performance data, which I like to do Wednesday, and then make sure you've got the right profile. I forgot to mention one thing. When you plug in all your info here, the search query details takes up a lot of resources when it goes to download, so you've got to plan it out kind of in buckets of 500 keywords max per task. If you do want to bring in more than 500, and it basically is a calculation of the number of ASINs times the number of weeks of data times the number of keywords. With the task here, it's always just going to bring in the most recent week, where the on-demand downloader will do next. That actually, you can do multiple weeks at one time. But for this, to check how many keyword, like total combinations you have set up, just click on check keyword count. And you can see I've only got 54 keywords because it takes the, whatever we had, 9 keywords times our 6 ASINs. And since it's 1 week, that's where the 54 is. So this one's perfectly fine. All right, hit save task, and you'll see now when we go into the task dashboard, it's going to be there as well. So then you can always run these on demand if you want, but just know that they're always going to run as well automatically based on the setup that you have. So I'm not going to worry about running that on demand because I'm just going to come in and do a bulk import on the last month's worth of this data just so we can take a look at it. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do the same setup now just as kind of an on-demand one-time import. All right, append all, add weeks. I'm going to go ahead and do the last month's worth, and then I'm going to hit check keyword count. It's going to calculate it for you. It's under 500, so that's perfectly fine. All right, and I'm just going to hit download files now, and since I've got it set to auto upload, it's going to bulk import this right into SkuHero for us. After you get the confirmation in the Chrome extension, hop back into SkuHero. You may need to refresh your browser. You can come up here as well, and in the import history, it'll give you a history of everything that's imported. This was the one we just did. One thing I would recommend too with this, there's some filters here. As soon as you get search query details data in here, you're going to get this section right here. So in the top 10 means your ASIN is one of the top 10 competitors. If you click not in top 10, it'll show you the ones that has search query details data, but you're not in the top 10. So that can be nice. And another thing you can do is you can assign a custom tag to any of the keywords that you are tracking search query details, just so you can quickly filter for only those queries. So to do that, just highlight the ones you want, click tags, and then say, SQD or something like that, SQD list, and hit enter, and you'll see the tag will get added there. Now it allows you to sort and filter just for those keywords. All right. Okay, so let's look at some of the data. I'll just expand one here and show you. So first off, you're going to get the weekly history of that ASIN and search query. So that's nice, and just tracking your performance. You got your PPC performance over here. You've got your weekly rank averages as well. Where it really gets good, though, is if you look down here in the competitive analysis, and what you can see at the highest level here is all of the weekly data that you have in the system aggregated. So you're going to see more than 10 competitors, because it's not always the same 10 every week. But this is going to be their aggregate data, and it gives you click-through rate, impressions, clicks. If you are tracking these in the keyword tracker, you also see the competitors' rank data. So where this is powerful is if, say, you've got a competitor here that's really moved up and you want to see what's going on, you can expand their row here and see their weekly performance. So you can see like they've been changing their prices, they've changed their main image, their title. So they're doing stuff to really try to improve their rankings. And then over here on the right, you can toggle between the different metrics here. So you got rank as well, click-through rate, and see week to week how the different competitors are shaken out. So that can really be useful data if you're trying to kind of correlate what some of your competitors are doing. You might have a competitor that's really overtaken you and some of your sales are going down. So it's really insightful data to look at. There's also deals, coupons, so a lot of informative data points there, and it works together with keyword tracker. So you can put that side by side and get more insights with the keyword tracker, hop over, look at your search query performance. Pretty helpful stuff. So hopefully this video helps you at least get set up here. We'll have some follow-up videos on the search query performance tool going into some of the charts and some of these other fancy things. But the point of this video is just to kind of get your data imported and your tasks set up. So I'll see you guys on the next training. Cheers.